A home break-in, shots fired, a chase, and then a crash. It happened in Pulaski and Russell counties this morning.
Police say 2 men charged with killing a delivery driver also threatened a witness moments after that murder.
The men charged with gunning down a UK student made a court appearance today, who they claim pulled the trigger.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5.
Good afternoon to you. A wild chain of events today in southern Kentucky. A home break-in led to gunfire, a car chase, and a crash.
It all played out in a community in Pulaski County. It began about 10 this morning when a man says he confronted a burglar inside his son's home, and he says he was not about to let him get away. Our Phil Pendleton is in Pulaski County with our top story at 5.
This house here on Black Ridge Road in the Fallbush community is where it all began about 9 o'clock this morning. We're told that a man was found breaking into this home, and relatives of the homeowner saw him and then gave chase.
I seen a chase coming down the road, and they was going way too fast.
Hayden Nance says he saw the end to the wild series of events when the burglar's car crashed into a tree across from his home in Jabez.
Little silver car hit the curve, he lost it, and went into a sideways slide at the bottom of this little ditch here.
The chase began about 10 miles east of there when June Gaskin says the man was seen breaking into her cousin's home.
My uncle opened fire on him, and I knew that he had broken the house.
She says she also grabbed her gun and joined the chase.
When he got down here to the end of the road and he got straight, I shot at him 5 times.
After the crash, she says her uncle ordered him out of the flipped car.
Told him to get out of the car. He said, I can't. I need help. And he said, I didn't help you in there. You better find a way out. He got him out of the car and put him in his truck and held him at gunpoint. He held his gun on him.
And the people who live around here tell me they have had a problem with break-ins. They say they don't know if it was this man or someone else. They say they're just glad they didn't hit him when they fired their weapons. Much more at 6, but for now in Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Police have not identified that suspect yet, but we were able to get the 911 call from the dispatch center that was made moments after the break-in. We'll have that coming up at 6 o'clock. We are still waiting to learn the identity of a person taken into custody this afternoon for a shooting in Estill County. It happened about 2 at a home on Ida Grace Road outside of Irvin. Neighbors tell us the shooter is a teenager. State police say that he shot a relative in the arm. Police initially surrounded the house, believing that the shooter was still inside. Then a short time later, state police say they received word he was taken into custody at another family member's home in Madison County.
New information came to light today in the murder investigation of a pizza delivery driver in Lexington. Antonio Lewis and Cameron McClellan are both charged in the murder of Salahuddin Jitmood. During a court hearing today, police testified that several witnesses saw the 2 men near Jitmood's body. WKYT's Victor Puente is tracking the case from Fayette District Court.
At a preliminary hearing this morning, Lexington police said the 2 men charged with killing Salahuddin Jitmood threatened a witness who saw them standing over his body. Antonio Lewis and Cameron McClellan are charged with murder and robbery. Detective Bill Brislin said multiple witnesses saw the 2 of them after Jitmood was killed at Walnut Hill Apartments on Trent Circle.
Another witness was identified and stated that as the victim was entering the breezeway and was inside the breezeway, observed Mr. Antonio Lewis standing over the victim with a knife in his hand.
Jitmood was delivering pizza when police say he was killed by a large cut to his neck. They say Lewis lived in the complex, and several witnesses knew him and McClellan by name.
Mr. Antonio Lewis then turned to the witness, stating, "Don't say anything or you'll be next."
Brislin says McClellan admitted to being involved, but says Lewis was the one who killed Jitmood.
McClellan stated that Lewis had asked him to be the lookout. McClellan stated that he stood in front of the building 11 as the lookout as Antonio Lewis robbed the victim and assaulted the victim.
Lewis denied any involvement and tried to speak up in court, but his attorney silenced him.
Charges of murder and robbery.
No. Hey, stop. Excuse me, Your Honor. Listen to me. Listen to me. Look at me. Look at me. You do not say. Go ahead.
Officer, is it your opinion? After the hearing, Antonio Lewis's aunt told me she didn't believe her nephew was capable of killing someone. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Jitmood's friends say in addition to being a delivery driver, he was also an artist who produced music and films. The men charged with gunning down a UK student also made a court appearance today. Justin Smith and Efren Diaz are charged with the murder in the shooting death of Jonathan Kruger during a robbery last month near campus. According to testimony from police detectives, Diaz and Smith have admitted to being involved, but say the 17-year-old also charged with murder was the one who pulled the trigger. A detective also testified that people riding in a van with Smith and Diaz said the two discussed planning a robbery and actually attempted multiple carjackings that night. We'll have much more on this case coming up on WKYT News at 6.
A prominent Kentucky attorney has died. Warren Scoville made a name for himself taking on high-profile criminal cases. The Laurel County Sheriff says it appears Scoville shot himself. Jennifer Palumbo is at the live desk with the latest on this. Jennifer.
Called him around 10:30 this morning, saying he planned to harm himself. Sheriff Root and London police found the 75-year-old attorney behind the old Bullock Lumber building with what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. During his long career as a lawyer, Scoville gained notoriety defending high-profile clients, including former state lawmaker Steve Nunn, who was accused of killing his ex-fiancée. Scoville also represented socialite Leona Helmsley, who was dubbed the Queen of Mean, and Kansas City Royals baseball player Lonnie Smith. The London native graduated from the University of Kentucky and the University of Louisville Law School. Scoville was in the U.S. Navy and a veteran of the Vietnam War. At the live desk, Jennifer Palumbo, WKYT.
Warren Scoville was prominent in the Republican Party of Kentucky and was a delegate to 3 Republican national conventions. It's another hot and hazy, humid day here in the Bluegrass with temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above where we should be, and it looks like it's going to remain warm through the weekend. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey in our First Alert Weather Center. Hey, Chris.
Sam, no doubt about it. It is toasty out there, my man. The sweat factor is off the charts for so early in the season, really for any time of the year. This is basically what we would expect into the heart of summer. 85 Lexington, 86 into the capital city, Frankfort. Notice Richmond. We are a little cooler now all of a sudden. It's 77. We have a nearby shower and thunderstorm that's across southern parts of Madison County, but we're getting in a little burst of some rain-cooled air, and we're seeing kind of a smattering on Live First Alert Defender of some of those showers and storms. They're not moving very much at all. So basically they're popping up and then they're raining themselves out in place. Then another one kind of tries to kick up its heels. Here's one right on just to the south of the Big Creek area along the Leslie and Clay County line, not too far away from Hyden, Berea, southern parts of Madison County. We've been having this noisy little thunderstorm for the past hour and change now. It's beginning to weaken a little bit here on top of Madison Southern High School. Majority of that is now along the Jackson and Rockcastle County line. One more little shower northeastern parts of Fleming County, Lexington Metro. Not a whole lot going on. Not expecting a whole lot outside of the little popcorn stuff that then kind of dies out in place. Storm chances, though, as the heat and humidity continue, those storm chances will increase as we get into the weekend, guys. A cool shot of air shows up in the 7-day forecast. I'll show you when that arrives with the hour-by-hour outlook just ahead.
All right, Chris, thank you. The southern plain states from Texas to Kansas remain under a severe weather threat following Wednesday's deadly and destructive tornado outbreak. CBS's Adriana Diaz has more on the damage and cleanup from Oklahoma City.
Bridge Creek took a direct hit.
A powerful tornado cut a path of destruction through Bridge Creek, Oklahoma, one of the hardest hit areas. Officials say at least 25 homes were destroyed. People returned home to salvage what little they could.
My shop is completely gone. My sister's little house is unlivable.
Twisters also plowed through parts of Oklahoma City. There's massive damage at this RV park. Many of them were tossed around like toys. Warning sirens went off shortly before a twister hit this hotel. Guests say it was a terrifying experience.
I was scared. I didn't think I was going to make it.
Everything Jimmy O'Quinn brought to the hotel is gone.
We lost everything. Got nothing. But, you know, my girls are all right. We made it out.
Oklahoma City Mayor Mick Cornett toured the damage.
Your heart just breaks for people that, have their homes destroyed.
through. Dozens of twisters touched down in what's known as Tornado Alley Wednesday. Forecasters say severe weather could hit the area again in the next few days. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Flooding was also a problem, with as much as 8 inches falling in some parts of Oklahoma. Police say one person died, a woman who apparently drowned in her underground tornado shelter.
U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch appearing before a Senate committee today for the first time in her new role. What she discussed.
An audit by the Department of Defense found a number of employees had used their government-issued credit cards for gambling and escorts. Now they're addressing the problem.
A drug investigation leads to arrests in Madison County. We'll tell you what was most concerning about those arrests coming up at 5:30.